Happy Tuesday, it's Tom. Today we're having our State Advisory Board meeting here at DFACS, and tomorrow we're going to be making a presentation also to the Department of Human Services Board. I think it's a good point at which to remind us all that both our local and our regional and our state boards, these folks really are helping us to improve our work. They advocate for our agency. They give us the links we need, the connections we need to local thought leaders. So let's always take time to appreciate them and to ask them for their input and advice. Also, this week we've got we just at the United Way breakfast earlier, and our State of Hope program was nominated for an award for innovation and for creativity in serving children in the state. So I think I'm very proud of them, and I know that we need to thank our State of Hope folks and Dahlia Brown and all her team for all the work they do. Today's a real big day for us. It's almost the end of a 14-year tenure here by Keith Bostic, who is with me this morning. And Keith, I understand you're heading out to the left coast, but beautiful area, Monterey, and you're going to be doing some child welfare leadership out there. So we're going to miss you. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, good morning, and thanks, Tom, for having me here. As you indicated, yes, I'm going out west, as I call a new playground. It's actually Santa Cruz, California. I'll be heading up and providing leadership to their child welfare system there. It's a great opportunity, and really I'm really kind of being obedient. I've prayed on this, and I still am committed to children, families, and communities, regardless of where that location may be. A lot of my proving ground has been here in Georgia, so it is bittersweet. I've made some significant relationships and connections with people like yourself, Tom, and with other thought leaders, and also the 8,000 or so staff we have here. The thing that I will share is that Georgia is well positioned and to continue to do great things. I think we're right at the cusp of excellence. We just got to continue to be mindful about the importance of all three pillars: children, families, communities, the communities they come from, and then adding the fourth one, which is also important, those who serve those children, families, and those communities. Because without them, the work can't get done. And then also we need to be building and developing our individuals. And so it's with great thanks and great gratitude that I have had this opportunity to serve Georgians. And Tom, I really appreciate your leadership and the direction in which things are going, and I wish you and Georgia and the many citizens well. And I'm always available if you need any assistance and consultation, or just recognize that I still have a connection here in Georgia.
We really appreciate all you've done here. Going to miss you. Don't expect me to start wearing a bow tie. But I know that the people in California are going to greatly benefit from your expertise and your experience, and we wish you the best and really appreciate the fact that you're continuing. Like you're right, it's a call. Serving children and families is a calling. So I'm glad you're able to take what you've learned here and take it out to those folks in California, because folks in California need it.
Got it.
So we'll be, of course, Lon Roberts is going to be interim Deputy Director for Child Welfare while we select a new person. And of course, Keith is headed out, I think, pretty soon.
Yes.
This week. Meanwhile, over at OFI, I know that there's a big gateway update this week. Apparently the software is going to give us some needed enhancements around HIPAA rules and notices, some of the third-party liability data exchanges with GAMIS and Gateway, and some of the other federal changes. So you'll probably see some significant changes at Gateway. Also, just on Medicaid, the exceptional transportation services. Previously, we've had to have 159 different Medicaid numbers to get that right for our providers. We're cutting it down to 14. As always, we're trying to follow Governor Kemp's directive to make things more efficient for the people of Georgia and cut down on needless regulation and to just make things simpler so we can all access our system. Because as you and I have discussed many times, Keith, if we can simply get people to do things, sort of with a culture in which they are serving and in a way that they are focused on serving the people and making that work go smoothly, then we can have some success.
Well, I'll just one last comment, Tom. I think you hit it right on the head. I think that all of us, those 8,000 people that I talked about, they all have their why, about why they do this work. But oftentimes they struggle a bit. We collectively struggle a bit about the way.
Yeah.
And the better that we can identify and support the way of those who have their why, it's just great outcomes for children, families, and communities. And so I think that that's definitely a priority.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. See, maybe you should do a Tuesday talk. Maybe Keith's. No, I don't. I'm not sure there's any days that rhyme with K.
Right.
Anyway, thanks, y'all. We'll see you next week.
Thanks.